Welcome to Learning Bites. We're looking at 7 peak performance practices, and these are tips that I've gleaned from doing the high performance coaching through Brendon Burchard, following his 6 high performance habits. And the first one I wanted to cover off is clarity. Now, clarity is so important because if you're not clear on what you want to achieve, then you don't know what next step to take. And so when we start to look at clarity, if you want to be a peak performer, you need to know what that performance looks like. You need to know what it is that you want to achieve. And initially, what we want to be looking at is how clear are you about who you are and who you want to be, about where you are and where you want to be. The clearer you are about who you want to become, what you want to achieve, the easier it becomes to make decisions and to prioritize in the present moment. More than that, clarity can help us to define and decide how we want to feel. At the end of a day, how do you want to be feeling? What do you need to be doing through the day to give you those feelings and sensations? What about the end of your life when you look back on it? How do you want to be feeling at that point? When we can get that level of clarity, it helps us to prioritize what we should be doing in our current present moment. One of the things I found that really helps with having this level of clarity is that it can turn the inner critic in your mind into a coach, somebody who encourages you to keep moving forward rather than criticizing you for the mistakes that you might have made in a moment. A really great example that we've witnessed recently is a runner who decided that he wanted to go from being an evening runner to being a morning runner. But for Josh, it was just such a pain getting up in the mornings, and when he suddenly decided to get clarity around who he wanted to be as a person, picking up a tip he got from Atomic Habits, talking about defining who you want to be and who you want to become, he started to say to himself, I am a morning runner. And what that meant is that he suddenly had this mind shift and he started to wake up early because he began to go, well, I am a morning runner, therefore I need to wake up in the morning to start running. So the clarity gave him the momentum and the actions that he needed to take, and now he's been doing that consistently for quite a long period of time. Some questions for you to ponder. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be remembered by your loved ones? Where are you now, and what is the gap between your aspiration and your current position? And what action do you need to take? And what does a great day feel like at the end of a day? Some actions for you to take. One of the best exercises I was ever given was to write my eulogy. You know, it's quite sobering when you've got to look back on your life and think, in the hour that people will be talking about me, what do I want to be remembered for? What do I want to have achieved? Who do I want to have influenced? So write your eulogy. Another great thing to do is to journal every day. I find journaling with an attitude of gratitude, being grateful for what's around me, helps to keep me positive and helps to keep me energized and helps me to focus on what I want more of. And another great thing to do is to reflect with somebody else or even by yourself around your aspirations, sharing who you want to be, what that looks like, how that feels. The more clarity you get, the more you can articulate something, the clearer you have to be on it, the more you begin to realize that clarity equals action. Here's to your success. Thanks so much for watching. If any of this resonated and you'd like to reach out, feel free to give me a call on 0272 987 523 or email me at mike@thinkrite.co.nz. Or if you would like some additional resources, go to our website www.thinkrite.co.nz.